Hi, I'm Allison Mance, and this is Brooklyn Cooking, a place where Brooklyn locals share their home cooking creations. Today we're going to make sausage and spinach spaghetti carbonara. For this you're going to need about half a pound of spaghetti, which is about half a package, 1.5 heaping cups of baby spinach, 2 pre-cooked chicken sausages, finely chopped. Just remember to move the casings before you do that. 3 eggs, 3/4 of a cup of Parmesan cheese, plus a little bit extra for the top. 2 cloves of garlic chopped, a half teaspoon of pepper, and a pinch of crushed red pepper. So I've got a big pot of salted water there on the stove, and while we're waiting for it to boil, let's get started on the carbonara. So all you need for that is an empty bowl, measuring spoons, and a fork. All right, we're gonna take 3 eggs. Whisk those together. To that, you want to add 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper and just a pinch of red pepper flakes. And then we're going to add the cheese. You're just going to mix all that together and set it aside. We're not going to use this until the end of the dish. All right, so let's get started. So I've got a big pot of boiling water on the stove. So we're going to add the spaghetti, about a handful. So we're going to turn on a medium skillet to about medium to medium high heat and add a couple big glugs of olive oil. Okay, so first you're going to add your garlic and just a little pinch of salt. Next we're going to add the sausage. We're just going to leave this until it browns up pretty nicely. So you can cook it the same way you would with pancetta. You just leave it in the pan, let it brown and crisp up a little bit, and then we're going to add the rest of our ingredients. And this will take about 4 to 5 minutes. So once this is nice and brown, we're going to use about 1.5 cups of baby spinach. You have to remember that spinach cooks down to a very small fraction of its size. So even though it seems like a lot, it won't be once you add the pasta. The pasta is just about done. Now you know that it's done. It's not crunchy and it's not chewy either. It has just enough bite where you know that it's done, but it's not overcooked. And we're just going to add that directly into our pan. And it's okay if you get some of that pasta water in there, because as I mentioned before, the starch really adds to the flavor and thickens up the sauce in the pasta. So don't worry about draining it all the way before you throw it in there. Now it's very important at this part to remember to turn your stove off before you add the eggs. The eggs are going to be cooked by the pasta, but if you leave the stove on and the pan is too hot, you'll end up with scrambled eggs, and that is not what we want. So we're just going to dump in our egg mixture. Just add that in, give it a nice toss. As you can see, it adds a nice creamy texture to the pasta. So you want is creamy pasta. You don't want scrambled egg pasta. Nice little helping of that spaghetti. Grate a little Parmesan cheese on top. All right. Let's see how this tastes. That's good. The eggs add a really nice silkiness to the pasta. And that crushed red pepper brings out just a little bit of heat. I'm gonna finish this. In the meantime, check out this recipe, other episodes, and more on brooklyn-cooking.com.